So this is my everyday spring and summer makeup routine. It's very natural with a little bit of contouring, a little bit of highlight. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so I already washed my face. I also moisturized it and primed it as well. I used the NYC New York Colors Smooth Skin Perfecting Primer in shade 684, and it just looks like this. You can get this at Walmart, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, anywhere where they sell NYC. So when I was on YouTube the other day, I was actually looking for a spring summer foundation routine for oily skin, and I came across Jessica Harlow's video. I'll post a link to her YouTube channel down below, and actually she gave the tip of using milk of magnesia on your face to prevent some of the oil from seeping through into your makeup. So I was like, I'm not sure how well that's going to work, but I decided to take her up on it, and it actually worked perfectly. I went to the beach yesterday, got in the water out in direct sunlight, and it worked perfectly. Even when I was in the water, got out and applied more makeup, my skin was not oily whatsoever. So what I have here is Philips Milk of Magnesia, and I just placed that on a cotton ball, and I applied that all over the forehead, down the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and on my cheeks. But for you, you can apply that anywhere where you have a lot of oil. But in my T-zone is where I have the most oil, so I already applied that. So now we can go directly into our foundation routine. Well, the foundation that I use in the spring and summer is actually by MAC, and it's called the Match Master Foundation, and it has SPF 15 in it, and my color is 7.5. And I love using liquid foundation in the spring and summer as opposed to powders, just for the simple fact with powders and me having oily skin really doesn't look too well for me. Although I know a lot of people say that using powders is better for people with oily skin, not for me, but you can use whatever works for you. However, liquid foundations works best for me in the spring and summer. So we're just going to take one dab of the foundation onto the back of our hand, and you only want to use a little bit because, like I said, this tutorial is for spring and summer, so you don't want to have too much makeup on your face. So we're going to take our middle finger and just dab it all over the face. Okay, so next what you're going to do is take a powder brush. Mine is actually a flat powder brush, and it is by e.l.f. And you can get these at Target, Walmart, wherever they sell e.l.f. products. And we're just going to blend this in. Down the neck. On the nose. And up into the forehead. Okay, so once that is applied, we can go into concealer. I'm going to use as my Inglot under eye concealer, and this is in the color DW1, and I'm just going to take it and just dab it underneath the eye, 4 drops. Almost looks like a triangle a little bit, and that's what you want to give that nice highlight. I'm just going to take a flat foundation brush like so. This is Studio Basics, and we're just going to dab that in underneath the eye and down onto the cheeks, so you get a nice natural highlight. And we're going to do the same to the other side. And bring it down onto the cheeks. Next, what we're going to do is actually set in our foundation and concealer. So what I'm going to use is a cosmetic wedge, which looks like this. And I'm going to use my Smooth Skin NYC Loose Face Powder in the color 741A, and it's just a white translucent powder that I'm going to use to set my concealer. And it kind of looks like this. Let's see if it'll focus. Okay. And you're just going to dab that underneath the eye. And you're just going to leave this white mark here. And we're going to brush it off later. So we're going to do the same to the other eye as well. Don't need a lot because this one doesn't have any shimmer in it. So it's going to give you that mattifying look. You just want to apply as less as possible. You want to make sure you set your foundation, but less is definitely more in this case. And along the jawline and down to the neck. Okay, so once we completed that step, we can go ahead and contour. And what I actually like to use for contouring is not actually a contour powder or cream at all. Actually, it is a paint pot from MAC, and it's called Constructivist, and it actually looks like this. And they come in little round tubes like this. And I like to use this as a shade to contour with because it's actually dark enough so you can see my cheekbones and everything. I haven't found a powder that actually gives me the same look as this does. So, I mean, if you have a dark foundation powder that you want to use, or a bronzer that works best with your skin tone and still gives you that same contour effect, then by all means go ahead and do so. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger like this and do the fishy face, like, and go right underneath where we've created that highlight from setting our concealer. Start at the temples and drag it down. And you can see it left like a line, and we're going to fix that later. And you're going to do the top of the forehead. And you could just blend that out with your finger. And your jawline. Okay. And you can add as much as you would like. Also, I tend to like the paint pot for using contouring in the spring and summer because it lasts a lot longer. It's a cream base, so it actually keeps the contour there longer. So next I'm going to take a powder brush like this. I actually forget who this is by, but you can use any type of powder brush. And we're going to go ahead and blend out where we put the contour. So, fishy face. And you just want to do sweeping motions back and forth. And then circular motions up at the temple. And just bring it down. Circular motions down and like that. So you can see here we have that straight line, and then here is blended out. You still have the line here, but it's a little bit more natural. And then this here, and we're just going to do the same thing. And along the jawline, blend that out as well, down the neck, and on the forehead. So now you can see we have that natural contour here. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and take care of this highlighting situation that we have on our cheeks that we let set in. So you're just going to take your powder brush and just sweep that off your face. And see how I give you like the natural highlight here? That is exactly what you will want. So next we're going to go ahead and go over where we contoured with bronzer. And mine is by Black Radiance, and it's just a baked bronzer, and it looks like this, and it's very shimmery. And we're just going to take that same powder brush that we used before to blend out our contour. We're just going to dab a little bit on the brush, like this, and just go right over that contour in a light sweeping motion. And just sort of blend that in with the contour. Okay, so next we're ready for blush. And the blush that I'm really liking a lot, even though it doesn't have too much of a color payout, it still works well in the summer because blush really doesn't look too good in the sunlight for spring and summer. So this is actually perfect. And what this is the Fleet Fast Satin Powder Blush from MAC. And it's part of their Hey Sailor new collection there at MAC. And it's just a rosy pink color. And if I can open it, it looks like this. And we're just going to apply that to the cheeks. And this is my favorite blush because you can definitely build the color. And you see how light that looks? So we're just going to go ahead and add that on top of the bronzer that we used to give it more shimmer. And just dab it on the apples of our cheeks and sweep it up. And we're going to do the same to the other side. So before we continue on to the eyes, we can go ahead and moisturize our lips. So that way when we go back to the lips, they're already moisturized and everything. So what I'm going to use to do that is my EOS lip balm in Summer Peach. It just looks like this. And we're just going to apply that all over the lips. Like so. Now, since this is a natural, like sort of everyday type of look, I'm not going to do too much to the eyes. So actually what I am going to do is take a little bit of the bronzer that we had before. Yes, and on a fluffy crease brush like this, just going to dab a little bit, like just a very tiny bit, and just go all over the eyelid and just blend it out. Step that we're actually going to do is curl our lashes, and this is my eyelash curler from Kiss. And we're just going to go ahead and curl our lashes. You want to get as close to the root of the lashes as possible. And just curl upward. Next, we're going to go ahead and apply mascara. And my most favorite mascara is the MAC Volume Flash Mascara by Rimmel London. And it is in the color Extreme Black as well. And we're just going to go ahead and apply that all over the lashes. And you can apply as many coats as you would like. And you're just going to apply some to the bottom lashes as well. Okay, so now we can go ahead to the lips. Like I said before, we already moisturized them, so we can go ahead and apply our lip color. And what I'm first going to use is this Nabby lip pencil by Nabby Cosmetics in the color Plush Red. And it looks just like this. And we're just going to apply that all over the lip. You're just going to fill in your whole lip. And just rub it in. Next, I have a lot of NYC products, but next we're going to use our Smooch Proof Lip Stain 16 Hour from NYC. And this is in the color Champagne Satin. And it looks like a little felt tip like that. And we're just going to apply that all over the lip as well. And just rub it in. And next, we're just going to take our EOS lip balm and just apply a little bit more to keep it moisturized. And that's pretty much it for the natural makeup look. And let me see if I can show you. It's just very natural. This is something you can wear every day when you're going out. And it's pretty simple and easy to do. You can still see the contour, but it's natural from the front, brings in the jawline, and yeah, if you want to see any more tutorials from me, if you want to see how I do my eyebrows or highlighting or a more in-depth contouring video, just let me know in the comment box below. Don't forget to thumbs up, and thanks for watching.